What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have the NG Models November 2023 releases for you guys. Super excited to see what NG has for November 2023. Quite interesting that they announced it at the very end of the month, so quite interesting. So yeah, I think that's kind of like their new forte because they did this last year, like last month for the October releases. They released it around like the end of the month, so I think that's because they haven't they want to release it before the month begins, the next month begins. So yeah, quite reasonable. But hey, at least we have the releases, and I'm just super excited to react to them. So I'm gonna go through all these hints real quick. So we might have a Chinese A319. Hopefully we can see some JetBlues, A320s, and then maybe we can have a few Alaskas. I guess maybe there might be some Aviancas. Hopefully an Avianca. Like an Avianca regularly A320. Maybe we might see a Delta A320 as well. Maybe some Alaska A321s. Most likely a United Evo Blue A321neo. We might have another Beluga, so that's possible. Probably some Chinese A350s, some 737-800s, another Qantas 747, 757 from maybe South America, I guess. We might we have a lot of 777s. Well, not much on 777s, but they have probably a Turkish registration or probably something. And then we have a lot of Japanese registrations. So, and yeah, one of them is a fantasy livery, so might be possible. But I think we might have the feature release backlog already done. Alright, so we might also have Norse. I hope there's Norse or maybe Norwegian, who knows. But other than that, we are not gonna waste further time, and then let's get started reacting to these releases. So I think they announced the releases probably somewhere around probably last week, last Friday, I think. So yeah, maybe that might be. So I think they announced it on Saturday or Sunday, maybe. Yeah, I think it was on either a Saturday or a Sunday. So yeah, it was around that time. And surprisingly enough, they just released the releases for November 2023 releases on Halloween. So yeah, happy Halloween to everyone. And yeah, quite interesting that they're releasing it on a spooky day. As you can see, we already have the November 2023 releases. So as soon as I enter the NG page, the release is already there. So quite interesting for NG to release all these November releases on Halloween, so October 31st. Alright, so without being said, let's just get started with the releases, shall we? So, of course, I have this whole setup thing because I don't want to see everything. They used to have the October releases before, and then it would just go down to the November releases afterwards. But I think NG's kind of changed things up a bit, and we're gonna have the November releases already. So yeah, but other than that, let's just get started looking at all these models. So, first model on deck, let's see what we have first. We should first have is... Alright, so here we go. First up we have... Yes! Yes, sir! I think this is a model that many of us... Yes! This is a model that many of us have been wanting for a long time. But now we have a North Atlantic Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Man, I've been wanting NG to do a re-release of the North 787 ever since they did one. I think it was back in the April 2022 releases when they released this. So I'm very happy that NG Malls has finally released it, has done a re-release of it. And yeah, the Norse livery looks so nice, and this is actually the Norse UK variant. So you can see a Gulf registration. And Norse actually used to fly to San Francisco back then. They used to fly to San Francisco during the beginning of July. Unfortunately, I think because they don't have much aircraft and maybe some other stuff, they canceled, they terminated that San Francisco route for now. So I'm not sure when Norse is gonna come back. We just never know. But other than that, nice to see Norse. Also, I did get to see Norse flying over my house during its inaugural departure to, I think it was London Gatwick. Yeah, London Gatwick to San Francisco was the route. So yeah, very nice to see Norse, but it's quite unfortunate that Norse has terminated operations out of San Francisco. I hope they can come back soon if their situation, if they have more aircraft in their fleet, and therefore they can operate San Francisco again. So I might be getting that, so stay tuned for that. So this aircraft is registered Gulf Charlie Kilo Oscar Foxtrot. Very nice name for, well, there's also a name, but it did say, but nice registration for this Norse. So yeah, Norse is on my list right there. Next up, we should have is Shanghai Airlines Boeing 737-800. Okay, so like we're kind of like going into something different. So next up, we have a Shanghai Airlines 737-800 without winglets. Very interesting right there. So of course, it's kind of like the typical livery for Shanghai. It's a very interesting livery, and yeah, I do like the livery. Of course, it's from a Chinese airline. No remarks, but yeah, it's just like a standard Chinese airline. Nothing to really know about, but other than that, really nice to see this. Yeah, coming to the releases. Although I'm not very interested, I bet some of the Chinese collectors are interested on getting this model. So this aircraft is registered Bravo 2168. Alright, let me try to zoom out. I hope I can not see everything. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So we have these two models right here, these two models on this release set. Let's see what we have next. Next up we have is another 737-800 from Shanghai Airways, and that's in the Jian livery. Not really sure what Jian means, but it's quite interesting. It's a quite interesting design. Of course, it's kind of like you have these nice flowers. I do like this part of the livery, but other than that, it's just pretty much the same livery, same standard livery, but you just add all these like decals. But yeah, very nice livery, and this aircraft is registered Bravo 5132. Alright, so I think we move on to our 747 SP, and I know it's gonna be like a Qantas, something like that, but let's see what that is. And I was right, so Qantas 747 SP. This aircraft is in the mid-1980s livery with the Australian Airlines titles, named City of Traralgon. Hang on, I'm trying to like pronounce this. Traralgon. I think that's how I pronounce it. Not sure. And yeah, I got this prediction correct. It's in like the classic route. It's the classic route livery. So they also did this before in Victor Hotel Echo Alpha Alpha, but wait a minute. I think it's the exact same registration. I'm not really quite sure, but I swore they did this before, but I think they're just re-releasing it, I think. But other than that, really nice to see this come into fruition. Yeah, it's a very nice livery overall. So yeah, classic livery on the 747 SP. It's nice. So this aircraft is registered Victor Hotel Echo Alpha Bravo. Alright, so I think we move on to our 757s now. And let's see what that model is. We start with an Aerogal. Nice. Aerogal 757-200. So that's one prediction I got correct. And this one has winglets, so very nice right there. So we have like this plane with winglets. So yeah, I think that's an Ecuador airline. So very nice choice from engine models for the South American variety. So yeah, although it's almost like a Euro white livery, but I do like the style of like just how all these birds are there, and then probably like a gecko or a salamander or something, and then you have another salamander there on the logo. It's a very nice livery overall, although it's Euro white, but other than that, at least there's a little bit of detail for this livery from Aerogal. Yeah, so this aircraft is registered Hotel Charlie, Charlie India Yankee. Alright, so that's the Aerogal, and I'm assuming the other one is the one without winglets. Okay, so we have Aerogal 757-200, and if I'm right, I should check it out. Yes, I am right. So this one has no winglets. So that's the difference between the one with winglets and the one without winglets. So, of course, it's the same livery, but the winglet choices are just the only one that's different. So this aircraft is now registered Hotel Charlie, Charlie Hotel Charlie. Quite an interesting registration to say the least. But other than that, it's a very nice choice for the South American variety right there. So very nice right there. Alright, so now moving on downwards, we should move on to our Boeing 777s, and I'm assuming it's that airline I'm thinking of. And let's see what our Boeing 777 offer is. That's gonna be another Turkish Airlines 777-300ER. Interesting. Old color scheme? What do you mean by that? Oh, I think I know what that means. So, here is the Boeing 777-300ER. It's in the old color scheme, so the older livery before the current one. So as you can see, the main difference is the logo on the tail, and also the title. So it has Turkish right there, and then the airlines is just gray, which pretty much blends in with like the gray on the belly. Not sure that registration actually exists though. Like, not sure this livery exists though on this particular airplane. But it's a very interesting. It's a very interesting choice that NG decides. It actually does. I'm looking at it on Jet Photos right now, and yes, this actually existed before, probably somewhere around like the 2010s or so. But yeah, very cool choice right there. Yeah. So this aircraft is registered Tango Charlie Juliet Juliet Alpha, and I'm assuming we might have another Turkish 333. So let's see what that is. And yep, nothing really to complain about. It's another triple suite from Turkish Airlines in their old color scheme. And yeah, nothing to worry about. They just changed the registration and possibly changed the other name. But yeah, so this aircraft is registered Tango Charlie Juliet Juliet Charlie. Alright, so that's all of the Turkish Airlines planes. Now we move on to our 787s. Now, I'm quite interested to see what the 787s are, because there's a lot of them that are like Japanese registered planes. So I'm eager to see which plane I'll get. I hope they can release a Dash 9 from ANA or something, but who knows. But let's just see and find out. So moving on downwards, first up we have, oh, interesting, Zip Air 787-8. Quite the starter, so, that's interesting. What does that say? Old color scheme with a Z on the tail. Oh, so this is kind of like a different, is this like their old colors, like old livery, and then it has the Z logo? Not really quite sure. Well, there's like a sheet line over there, so I'm assuming, but other than that, this is quite interesting, and not expecting that to like release another Zip Air, but other than that, this is very cool. Yeah, very cool model for the Japanese collectors. So this aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha A24 Juliet, and as we scroll on downwards, maybe another Zip Air, I'm not sure. Let's see what that is. Yep, it's another, oh, it's the same thing, same deal. So, and they're now doing the sister ship now, so it's the same airplane, but now has like the, well, same livery overall, but a different registration, which is now Juliet Alpha A25 Juliet. So if you want Juliet Alpha A24 and Juliet Alpha A25, then be my guest, but nice that they did the sister ships from NG. Like the NG did the sister ships, so that's very interesting. Alright, so now moving on downwards, let's see what we have next. Next up we should have is, oh man, another Zip Air, wow. We're going like 3 Zip Airs. It's in the revised interim livery. Oh, it's the exact same registration, so what is that? Oh, I see, so it kind of like shows this, that's the interim, so once again, revised interim livery, so that's interesting. So they did all like Zip Air planes, so of course Zip Air being like an airline in Japan, they are a low-cost airline, and yeah, they do fly to San Francisco, but I think I'll just stick with like just the regular livery. I mean, these are very nice options, but other than that, we have 3 Zip Airs. You can choose either which one is which, but yeah. So once again, this aircraft has the same registration as what the previous plane had. Alright, so now we move on to, I think it's a Juliet Alpha 0, so I don't know what that livery is, or what fantasy livery that is, but let's just see and find out. That is gonna be, ooh, wait a minute, oh boy, Love Live School Idol Project Series 787-8, Juliet Alpha 01 Lima Lima fantasy livery. I called it. It is gonna be that. Love Live, oh boy, I'm just, because I know what Love Live is, but I'm just curious to see what this whole livery is gonna look like, but, oh boy, I can't wait to see it. Brace first, oh boy, whoa, okay, like, I don't even have words for this livery, but it does look nice. I do like it how like the whole aircraft is pink, so, and it has like the Love Live logo, and you got all the characters in there. So yeah, very interesting fantasy livery from NG right there. So of course, And if you guys don't know what Love Live is, I do have the Wikipedia right there. So Love Live School Idol Project Series is a Japanese multimedia project created by whatever these people are and trying to figure it out. So yeah, it's kind of like I think they just like I think like they also have like an anime series. I think I don't even know, but do they? Just try to. Well, they have a movie adaptation, but yeah, I'm just like checking all these like Love Live stuff. So I mean, yet again, it's quite interesting that NG decided to do like a fantasy livery out of this. Yes, they do have an anime series out of this Love Live stuff, so I'm quite surprised. But other than that, I mean, like, if you love Love Live, then yeah, you can take it, but I don't even know, to be exact. I mean, like, it's very interesting. That's a very interesting livery. So once again, this aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 01 Lima Lima. And yeah, once again, it's quite an interesting livery. But yeah. Alright, so moving on downwards, let's see what we have next. I think we should move on to our Airbuses now. So can't wait to see the Airbuses. Alright, so as I hope for some good Airbuses, let's see what we have. We got a lot of November registered Airbuses, so hopefully we can see some US stuff right there. Let's start off with our A319s with, oh wait, we have our Alaska Airbus A320, nice! Airbus A320 from Alaska Airlines. We're jumping straight to the A320s now. I don't know what happened to the A319, but let's see. I think this is the one with fence wingtips, is it? Yes, fence wingtips. Let's go. Alright, so here she is right there. I will get that model because like I'll also get the shark lip version, but now I'll also get the fence tip wing lip version. So that's very nice right there. So yeah, very nice offering from NG Models right there. And this aircraft is registered Victor Alpha, not Victor Alpha, that's something different. This aircraft is registered November 642 Victor Alpha. And yes, I did get to see this aircraft like in Seattle, Tacoma. I think that's one of the last catches I caught for an Alaska A320. If not, possibly my second to last Airbus A320 photo. I'll show you a picture of that. But really nice to see this registration again. Well, of course, I saw this registration in Seattle back in December 2022. But yeah, very nice choice from NG Models. And yeah, also getting that model. And yeah, if not, I think it's something different. But that registration is probably the second to last registration I caught for an Alaska A320. So I think that model is kind of like sentimental to me for these reasons. But yeah, very nice to see NG release an Alaska A320 with fence tips. Alright, so moving on downwards, next up we should have is, here we go, and we have the Alaska Airbus A320 in the Fly with Pride livery. So quite an interesting livery. Gemini Jets had already done this already. I think that was back in like late 2021. So NG, after all these like a year and like all these months, they have finally done it. And yeah, the Gemini version received a lot of controversies about this livery, the Gemini Jets version, but NG is gonna do it on their take and then do this registration, do this livery for themselves. And it's gonna be much better than a Gemini Jets, trust me. So this aircraft is registered November 854 Victor Alpha, and I did get to see this aircraft twice. So the first time I saw this livery was San Francisco International Airport. It was from San Francisco International Airport back in May. So I do got a picture of her, and it was during like at a very dark time. So overall, I think the photo did turn out good, and I'm very glad to like have that. Yeah, like really glad to have a photo of that. And I did get to see her a second time at Sacramento International Airport. I think the first time I saw her was in Sacramento International Airport, so I do have a picture of that aircraft. It was also on a dark day, but nevertheless, I'm glad I get to see this livery. And yeah, quite an interesting livery. And of course, it's Fly with Pride, so probably this livery was revealed during Pride Month. So once again, no matter who you are welcome to my channel. No matter which kind of like thing you're supporting on, you are welcome on my channel. So yeah, so that's kind of like a short statement, but yeah, nice that NG models release it. I will also get this model as well as the offensive winglet version. And yeah, so really glad that NG has released that from there. Alright, moving on downwards, let's see what our Avianca registered A320s are, and that's gonna be... Alright, so we have first is an Avianca A320 Pride livery. Of course, probably this was also painted in June as well during Pride months. And yeah, once again, everybody is welcome, no matter who you are. But other than that, quite an interesting livery from Avianca right there. Of course, the Fly with Pride kind of like adds in the addition to that. But yeah, once again, quite an interesting livery for this aircraft. So this aircraft is registered November 724 Alpha Victor. And then moving on downwards, I hope we have a regular livery. Do we? And yes, we do. There we go. So we have the Avianca Airbus A320 regular livery. Nice variety right there, NG. So hopefully I could try to get that. Maybe I've seen like a Avianca A320 Neos already, but I think I may have seen their A320s like way back then. Like I think back in 2019. I did see a CO variant, but that has fence wingtips with IAE engines. But yeah, it's been a while since I last saw like an Avianca A320. I'm assuming I may have saw one with CFM 56 engines with fence wingtips. But yeah, it's been a while. Because like I also have some photos back in 2019 that I do want to look at. Yeah, it's the one with CFMs. Yeah, I just saw one, and it's the one with IAE engines with fence wingtips. That's a possibility. I'm not sure if I want to get this model, but other than that, nice that we have an Avianca regular livery from NG now, so that's very nice. So this aircraft is registered November 745 Alpha Victor. Alright, so now we move on downwards. Next up, let's see what we have next for our A320 variant, or A320 varieties. Oh, maybe that's basically it. Well, we have one more A320 and hopefully that's a good one. That's gonna be, yes! Delta Airlines Airbus A320, yes! Filling in, also adding in from that A319 they released last month. Now we're getting the A320, yes, finally! This should be great variety for my collection. Now we have an A319 and an A320. I will also get that because, yes, man, nice. Nice stuff from NG. And I got the registration correct. Let me just, well, kind of, sort of. So this aircraft is registered November 320 Uniform Sierra. I ended up predicting the sister ship of that aircraft. So once again, I'm glad that NG has finally done Delta A320. Of course, it's been a while since like an A320 has been released, but I'm just very thankful that NG has finally done one. Has finally done it. I'm also gonna get this model as well because I want to fill all my Delta A320s. But yeah, A320 families. I already have the A321, A321 Neo. I just need the A319 and A320. Hopefully I could get the NG. If ever NG re-releases an A321 from Delta, if ever NG ever does like a re-release of an A321, then I'll also get that too. So yeah, hopefully that comes in the near future. But other than that, I'm glad that an A320 has been released from NG models from Delta Airlines. So I'm very happy with that. Alright, so now moving on to our A321. So let's see what our A321 Neos are. So let's see what we have first. First up we should have, actually no, we're moving on to, this was not, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't think this was not in like the hints for the releases, but we have the Air Canada Jets Airbus A320 in the special black livery, and quite an interesting livery. So as you can see, basically it's just like Air Canada's current livery but reversed. So you can see there's a white underbelly and then you have a black top. Like just everything is all black. I wish this could have been Air Canada's current livery, but I don't think it want to get mixed up. Cause it's a cool livery. It's better than, honestly, I do like the current livery, but it's better because it's just an all body livery. Cause look at it, it's just all black. It's just pretty nice. But other than that, both this livery and Air Canada's current livery are nice. So yeah, but this is much better because like look at it, it's all black. So this aircraft is registered Charlie Foxtrot November Victor Victor. Alright, so that's the Air Canada jets. And yeah, quite interesting because they did not announce this on their release set. Like they did not point this out under his, so quite interesting right there. Alright, moving on downwards. Next up, we should move on to our A321s now. So yeah, let's see what our A321s are. A321 Neos to be exact. But let's get started with our, yes, Alaska Airbus A321 Neo. Now we're talking. So they are, I think have they released an A319? No, they have not released an A319 yet. But now we're getting an A321 Neo. Yes, just another airline that I want. Well, just another aircraft I want for my Alaska fleet. And of course, they just retired the A321 Neo like 2 months ago. So September 30th was the last flight for Alaska's A321 Neo fleet. And yeah, it's quite sad that Alaska has got rid of like the former Virgin America stuff. And yeah, quite unfortunate, but other than that, at least we're gonna get them all out of this. And how about the registration right there? So this aircraft is registered November 9021 Victor Alpha, and I also saw this aircraft at San Francisco International Airport back in April 2023. So I do have a, well, you could say it's a very nice picture, but I'll show you that right now. It's on a like an overcast day, but other than that, I'm just really glad to have this picture of this particular registration. So she was landing on, I think it was 28 right. So no, not 28 right, 28 left. So yeah, really nice to catch this aircraft, and nice that NG released this registration because I saw that aircraft back in April 2022 at San Francisco. So very nice stuff right there. So I will also get the model out of that so I can represent that. So very nice right there. Alright, so now we move on downwards. Let's see what we have next. We should get something. Yes! Yes! United Airlines! Yes! Under Airbus A321 Neo Evo Blue livery, their first ever Airbus A321 Neo. Oh boy, yes. Now we're talking. So Gemini Jets has hinted this on their future releases, but they had not released it yet. So NG Models decided to do it on their take. And yeah, NG Models is the first one to ever do this in 1/400 scale. So yes, I will get this model because I am a United fan and I love collecting United models because this should be a nice addition to their fleet, although it's going to replace some of their Boeing 757s, particularly the 757-200s. But hopefully I can see a United A321 Neo in the future, and hopefully it flies to San Francisco because I would like to see this airplane. But other than that, I will also get this beautiful model from NG Models because it's a United Airlines airplane, and you know me, I love collecting United models. But yes, I'm just super excited to get this model. They do not have the US flag, that's what I noticed. So I think there needs to be a change on that. So hopefully NG can fix the CGI and add the US flag there. But other than that, I'm really glad that NG has released a United A321 Neo just before Gemini Jets does. So this aircraft is registered November 44501. And yeah, very nice choice right there from NG. Alright, so now moving on downwards, next up we should have is, of course, our Beluga XL. So this is the Airbus Beluga XL, and this aircraft is registered Foxtrot Whiskey Bravo X-Ray Lima, and they already did like all deliveries, but I'm thinking this could be the post-factory condition. Is it? Let's see what we have. Actually, no, it's still in like the regular livery, so not sure what these, like, there's also these red tips, like these red areas, probably like aerodynamic reasons, but we do have another Airbus Beluga, of course. NG Models going at it on all their Airbus Belugas, so they want to do every single Beluga they can. But other than that, I'm thinking of getting that other Beluga, you know, Beluga number 6, but this is Beluga number 1, so yeah, quite an interesting, it's still an interesting choice, of course, like NG Models. I know they've been doing a lot of Belugas, but yet again, very nice to see another one from NG. So this aircraft is registered once again, Foxtrot Whiskey Bravo X-Ray Lima. So that is the first Beluga they have. Alright, so now moving on downwards, next up we should have is another, there we go, another Beluga XL, and that's post pre-paint livery. That's what I was literally referring to. I was referring it there was something like that, but I'm even hinting out on the hints. They were finally doing it. Okay. I was literally talking about that, and look at that, they just released it. So yeah, nice that we now get another variety of Beluga XLs. Now we had the post-factory condition now, so nice that they didn't like do like another Beluga full body livery, but they do have this. So you can also get this too. It's very nice and yeah, quite interesting right there. So this aircraft is the same registration as the previous one, but yeah, not gonna go into much right there. Alright, so now moving on, we might move on to our A350s now. So let's see what those A350s are. First up, we have a Sichuan Airlines Airbus A350-900 in the special color scheme. Not sure, it didn't say a registration, so I'm not sure what that. Okay, so, so Sichuan Airbus A350. There's also a hint right there. So it says like a 304 Victor. So as you can see, A350 Sichuan Airlines 304 Victor. So I'm assuming this registration for this A350 is Bravo 304 Victor. So if I can search this up. And there she is right there. So this is what NG is gonna be releasing. So it's in a panda livery. Not sure what livery this is, but oh, here it is. This is the Flame Rally for okay, so let me read the sticker. So this livery is the Chengdu 2021 Flame Relay livery. So this is a very nice livery overall. I think Sichuan did a very nice job. I do like on how they added like the panda, and then you got like, I think this is representing the flame, so you can see how it like goes all the way to the back of the empennage. So that's a very nice livery right there, and yeah, I'm eager to see how NG's gonna like do it. Aviation 400 also did what that's a different one, but there is another one. I think this is by Aviation 400. So Aviation 400 did one already, so NG's gonna do it on their take on their A350 mold. So really nice right there. So that is the flame livery, like the flame relay livery for this aircraft. So once again, that aircraft is registered Bravo 304 Victor. Alright, so now moving on, we should have another Sichuan, I think. And that's gonna be another, this is actually available. So it's a Airbus A350-900. Yeah, it says it's available. No registration, but what's the... Okay, so now it says it has the 304 uniform. So this is a Sichuan Airlines Airbus A350-900 registered Bravo 304 uniform. So as I go back into Google Images and type this registration up, this is what it looks like. So it's in the Chengdu FISU World University Games livery. So I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's the exact name of it. So it's also in this special livery. I ended up predicting that, and look at that, it's already there. And yeah, really nice livery overall. It's another nice livery from Sichuan. They're probably known for having all these pandas under special liveries, and it looks very nice. It's very nice, and it looks cute. So as you can see, here's another look of the aircraft banking. So it's very nice right there. Yeah, credit to the photographer. Yeah, credit to Yao Yi for this photo. It's very nice. So once again, this aircraft is registered This aircraft is registered Bravo 304 uniform. Yeah, it should be a nice model from Engine Mouse from there. Alright, so I think that's basically it. There are some models that are missing. There are some models that were missing. Like, I don't see an AC-19 anywhere. Not sure what happened to that. But let's see as we scroll on downwards. Oh, there we go. I was talking about this. So I was literally referring to an AC-19, and then look at that, we have an AC-19 already. So it took until like after going through all of these, now we have an AC-19. So this is an AC-19. I think that's Bravo 6447. So it shows this thing set D. Oh, I think it comes in a set. It also shows as it's also marked as available as well. So quite interesting. Special color scheme, and the registration is Bravo 6447. So let me search it up again. And we should show, there it is. So probably it's another one of those like flame, like something flame, like some kind of like university livery, like FISU World University Games livery. Probably that's another livery of that, but now it's on AC-19. Quite a nice livery overall. And yeah, and as you can see, there's the engine models. There we go. So you can see them placing the decal over there. So it's the FISU World University Games Summer livery for Chengdu 2021. So yeah, very nice livery overall. It kind of like goes well. I mean, like the A350 looks much nicer, but the AC-19 also looks nice as well. So yeah, very interesting right there. Moving on downwards, we should have another airplane, another Sichuan. Called it another color scheme. I'm assuming it's another one of those 5945. So Bravo 5945, 945. And as I pull this up, there she is. So this is what the livery looks like on the A330. And he has another like FISU University something livery university like world like FISU Chengdu 2021 World University Games livery. It's another of that livery. You can see it right there. So now it's on the A330, and I know it's gonna be coming in a set. So quite interesting that NGs are doing like these releases on a set. I hope we can see that for US registered planes, but they're mainly doing it on Chinese airplanes because of course they're based out of China. But yeah, quite interesting. But yeah, the livery looks very nice on the A330. So yeah. Once again, that aircraft is registered Bravo 5945. Alright, so I think we should be done with all these like Sichuans. Wait, I think we have another Sichuan. Oh boy. I think that's the only A330 they have. Maybe, so I think that's all it. Now we move on to a Lunair, Long Air, I don't know. It's also available, so quite interesting. So we have another set. This is Lunair A320 Neo magenta color scheme. So probably like magenta. Probably like there's like these other Lunairs, A321 Neos and all that. They're different liveries. I'm assuming it's this one. I'm not sure. Maybe, I'm not really quite sure. They didn't specify a registration, as you can see. No registration to be hinted at. But yeah, that's that. That's a Lunair. Next up, we have another Lunair, quite reasonable. Another. Well, I'm confused. Does it show like? It shows like letters. Like I don't know what's going on, but we do have like another blank like this screen right there. So that's a Lunair. Next up, we have. There we go. Now moving on to like something different. Now we have a future release set already locked up. Like we already have a future release set already taken care of, and that is the Etihad Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the Mission Impossible livery. So what that is, so Mission Impossible. So as you can see, this is in the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning livery. So it's the latest Mission Impossible movie for Tom Cruise. And yeah, very nice livery. It's kind of like mostly the Etihad current livery, but they also added like all these like brandings for the Mission Impossible movie. So you can see Mission Impossible right there. You can see Tom Cruise's name right there. And the Mission Impossible titles, the MI on the engines right there. So yeah, another nice addition, and glad that NG has like, I think that's the last airplane to be released in their future release set that needs to be taken care of. So that's probably the last plane that was removed from the future release backlog. So really nice to see, and yeah, this should be taken care of in a piece of cake. So that aircraft is registered Alpha 6 Bravo Lima Oscar. Alright, so I think that's it. Cause like we already gone through all of the planes right there. So I think that's pretty much it. So let's see what we have downwards, and yeah. And we do have the October releases right there. Quite interesting, because they like go through all the October releases at the very end. So quite interesting. And yeah, that is pretty much it for all the NG Models November releases. So yeah, very nice varieties right here. There's like great varieties. We got every single continent from there. We got Europe, we got North America, we got South America, we got Asia, and we got Australia. So that is a perfect variety right there from NG for November. Really nice to see it right there, and yeah, very nice. I think it's gonna be like an expensive month for me because they got all these like Airbus registrations. So of course the Alaska A320, Alaska Fly with Pride, the United A321, Alaska A321, what else? Delta A320, oh boy, that's gonna be an expensive month for me, but wow. There's like a lot of models that I'm seeing here right now, so quite interesting right there. But yeah, I'm glad that NG Models has finished their future release backlog already, so pretty much everything is complete. So everything's all done. No future release models to be released unless NGs decide to do one again. Models I'll be getting. So moving on to that, models I'll be getting. Of course, I'll be getting the North Atlantic Airways 787 because I've been wanting one in my collection for a very, very long time. I missed out on the April 2022 release one, but hopefully I can get this one as well. Another model I'll be getting is the Alaska A320 Defense Wingtips because I saw this registration, as well as Fly with Pride, excuse me, because I also saw this registration as well. And I'll also be getting the Delta A320 to fill in for the Delta A319 that I might possibly buy in the future. Alaska A321neo because I saw this registration again. United Airlines Airbus A321neo because I like collecting United models, excuse me. And this should be a nice addition to my United fleet. And then moving on downwards, yeah, that's basically it. So those are all the airlines for that I'll be getting. And yeah, very nice varieties here. Once again, this is a perfect variety from NG Models. They got every single continent down, so that is just like a perfect diversity of airplanes right there from every continent. So Europe, yeah, I already mentioned it. But other than that, very nice release set from NG Models, and I think it's quite a shorter release set. It kind of feels like a shorter release set, so maybe. But other than that, I'm glad to see this from NG Models, and NG Models, they continue on what they gotta do to release some of these amazing models that we have for all these international varieties, for all these airlines, and many collectors are going to be very excited once they get this model for themselves. So I'm just excited to pick what models I'll be getting for that release set, and yeah, very nice to see this from NG Models. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.